Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of FS25 here on the Ricci's Mountain Map by Old Man 102. Video number 2 of the day. So let's get you going. Get this contract done, get it out of the way. We're going to take care of this. Let's go get the composter going. And then we got to look into more equipment. We need the forge pickup and we need the tipper. Would be our next go around, because we're gonna have a free tractor here pretty soon, so I'll be able to I'll be able to hook the dually up to this wagon, forge pickup wagon, and take this. I don't take the dually down into the mines only because it's too wide. So yeah, he's probably got one more swipe left and he'll be done. Put the roller away and then we'll swap tractors around. I hope everybody's having a good day today. It is the 23rd of November, like I said, my second video of the day. Wife is up at the son's house baking cookies, so I'm going to try to get ahead on videos real quick. That's all I'm going to do today until at least dinner time, then I'm going to jump in and get some racing in. Ran a couple races last night, didn't do so hot. Oh, I guess we're going straight. Yeah, I gotta get in and adjust the brakes on this. Oh, where am I going? I didn't want to go down over there. Oh my god. Wake up, Farmer Brian. Hang in there with me, guys. I'm only on my second cup of coffee. I told the wife, I said, when I get way off there, I'm not sleeping in. I can't sleep. Maybe once in a while, but I gotta start getting up in the morning. Last year, we slept in until 10 o'clock every day. I didn't have to work, and I can't do that. Because I'm up till midnight. And the only day I'm going to stay up till midnight is probably New Year's Eve. They're bringing the New Year, and I don't even know what we're doing there. So I couldn't honestly tell you. Alright. Now you should take off running. Right? Yes. Alright, now we got compost going now. So we'll be able to get greenhouses going in next episode. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's nice to know that I'm still allergic to you. I'm telling you. The only time I sneeze is when I'm on here doing YouTube stuff. Alright, so let's park you here. We're gonna do some swapping around. Up you. Stop. Stop! Get you out of the way. Park you right up here. Alright, so you off the field, put you away. You're pulling up. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Let's put you away and grab that wagon. We'll hook up to it. We don't have to take it down right away because it's gonna be a few rounds before we actually have anything to pick up. We'll catch up to that harvester quick, so we'll get going. If a new farming simulator comes out, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. I do have plans next weekend. I gotta hook up a tower and a keyboard and all that, and a monitor to see exactly not. Alright, now let's see if we can actually afford this before I drive all the way over there. So what we need this tipper, which is 71 grand. Now let's get out the calculator because I can't do math in the head for the life of me. I'm not an accountant. 71,500 plus belt systems. Where are you? There they are. Belt system plus 65 grand. Good. All right, we need 136 grand, and we don't have enough. So, and I want to get this going. What we're gonna do is financiers. We're gonna bump our loan up. We're just gonna max it out to $1 million. We'll be able to pay this back in no time. All right, so that does that. Okay, let's close that. Now we can go in here. Let's buy this. Customize it. Main color, of course, John Deere green, my favorite color. I'm a John Deere man. Sorry. It's actually what I might want my next rider to be. Oh, I didn't buy it. Let's try that again. Is a John Deere, but I want a zero turn. I think I'm gonna get on Facebook Marketplace and start looking around for a zero turn because that's what I really want. Let's go up here to tippers. This is Stevie. This is a tipper by Stevie. We'll take the extension. We'll take Michelin tires, and we'll do again John Deere green to go with the tractor. Bye. Yes. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a few things while that harvester makes a few rounds. Did I really roll that field and didn't plant it? No. Did I really? Oh my god, please tell me I didn't. Ain't got none in it. Okay. Alright, so. Oh my god, I rolled that and I forgot to plant it. Oh my god, don't I feel like a dumbass? Oh my god, I am just not with it today, guys. Got to plant that and we rolled that. Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to re-roll it. Okay. We're gonna run canola on it. Oh my god, don't I feel like an idiot now. Okay. My bad. Alright, so. Oh my god. Alright, so now I don't have a tractor to go pick straw, but that's fine. We'll get it picked up. This won't take us long to do. To do these two things. We gotta bring some silt up. And then we'll go up and pick that straw up. Start picking the straw up, I think. Unless we can afford to buy that other factory. Which I would like to get lime going sooner than later. I don't have an issue spending a little money on fertilizer. Let's see. Which way we gotta fix this bad boy up? Alright, let's go down and get some silt at least. I can't believe I did that. Oh my god. I really can't believe I did that. Yeah, I'm kicking myself in the ass right now, guys. Even though I'm sitting, I'm still kicking myself in the ass for doing that. Every day I go to work, Kyle asks, you do any racing? No. Do any racing? No. I don't race after work. I only race on the weekends if I have time. I'm not really a big. I mean, when it first came out, I couldn't stay away from it. I couldn't wait to get on. I spent all weekend just racing. I didn't have to work on my farm. I had 2 to 3 weeks to work on my farm on the truck. Like, I don't want to work. I want to race. But now it's like, you know what? I want to farm. I don't want to race. But like I said, I want to get more seat time in the cars, so and start getting better. Oh, wrong one. This is iron. I want silk. Wrong one. Next one. Alright, we're gonna zoom in real tight on the track here, only because gonna get real tight in here. Alright, take our time, get it all. At least we can get fertilizer going. We already got compost going. We're gonna add more out of that compost, I think. I wonder how far we own in. Let's zoom in as far as we can. Farmland. Alright, so we only own a little bit. I want to try to get a full wagon. Alright, that will do. Let's get up on here. Couple big lights there. Alright, that'll get us going there. Alright. And I get asked a lot too, do you miss being out over the road? No, I do not miss being out over the road. I don't miss it one bit. Do I like my job? It's okay. I don't care for it. Not my favorite job in the world, but it's okay. What I really like me doing is driving a dump truck or working for the town or state. That means I have to work in the winter. That's the only reason why I like my job. I don't have to work in the winter. I mean, I get called in here and there, but not very often do we don't get very many tours in the winter. Nothing that Bruce or Jamie can't handle, but once they retire, I'm going to be the #1 driver, so I'll be having to take all of them tours. Hopefully by then I'm in a decent truck and don't have to do what I do now, because the truck I'm in now, if I don't drain the water system, you know, not the tank, but the water system itself, and take the hose off and put it up in the cab with me, it'll freeze off. I can't leave it hanging in the back. And I have to blow all the water out of it. And I usually blow it out by mouth. Because there's no blowout system on the Peterbilt. Alright, so now that slide in and out of it. No way that could be. Because it only holds 150,000 liters. Oh. And then some siders with it. Alright, I'm just going to throw this in the silo up here for now. I'll pull it out eventually. I'll probably forget all about it. Alright, so what do we got for silage? Autosave, wouldn't have it any other way. We got a little bit. Enough to get our fertilizer going. Take out 71,000 liters. Thank you. That should activate and turn on. Oh, it ain't activated yet. Oh, it is. Yep, we're making solid fertilizer. Okay. Alright, I need this tractor back for now, so we're gonna have to put the equipment away, because I screwed up. Alright. We're making fertilizer. We're making fertilizer. All we gotta do is get the line going. But I need a spare tractor to do that. And I probably could do it real quick. Let's look at something real quick. How much is that? Milling crusher. Visit again. $75 grand. Let's buy it. Yeah, let's hook back up there. Let's go get some stone. Get some stone going. Alright, let's run down and grab the stone. Get the important stuff going for field. Get our field work done when we buy more fields. And pretty soon we'll have more land when we know to it, so we'll be able to sell some of that off along with the fertilizer when we're in desperate need of cash. Stones it is. That is coal. We're eventually going to need that. We're eventually going to need the iron down here. This is the silt. We don't need that. What's this one right here? Is this the stone? It is stone. Alright, so let's go to the map. Buy this. Alright. Alright. What does that hold anyhow before I go too crazy? Alright, so I'll hold all this time. Alright. Close you up. Let's run this up to the factory. Then we'll go pick some straw. I'm going to try to drive and get a sip of coffee. I'm not saying I'm going to be successful, but we're going to try. That's good coffee. I gotta change the flavor on my water bottle this week because my sweet tea is dead. Oh, I'll run this up, we'll get lime going. We'll get the contract done probably next episode. I don't think we'll finish at this episode. We can see if there's any plowing contracts that we can go do with the other tractor. What we'll do, and then we'll go from there. Start making money. We're gonna grind it out on contracts and try to get our loan paid back. Once we sleep tonight, we should be able to pay our loan back with our stylus. Pretty soon we're gonna be swimming in the grass and silage because that clover field is gonna regrow every 3 months. Oh, where am I going? Oh my god, I did it again. Oh my god. I don't want to go down the hill, we gotta go back up the hill. Let's take a right here, where I should have taken a left. We gotta get the mammoth mill going. We got stuff we gotta get going. So we can get that carpentry going, get the pallets going. I won't drive by it, I almost did. Alright, let's get this in here. Let's go down to there. I think I already activated it, didn't I? No, I did not activate line. But we're gonna activate it now. Now we're gonna make some line. Alright, so that's going. Alright, so that's running. Okay. So, put this back down. We're done with this now. That'll be the next thing to get up and running right here. Mammoth mill to your left. That's the oil mill to your left. Also down along here is the sugar flour factory. Then we got the dairy factory on the end here. Very well laid out map by Old Man 102. He always does awesome work on his maps. But I have to figure out how to put fields in. I have to learn how to do all this. That's why I say it's going to probably take me most of the winter to learn this. I will take a day and just struggle. And I still can't believe I rolled that without planning it. I still kicking myself in the head for doing that. Oh my god. Lesson learned though, don't do it again. Next time make sure your field is planted before you roll it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that little subject. Alright, now we can go pick some straw. He's still moving. Okay, he's still moving. I'm gonna say he's full. And I just missed the notification. We're $1 million in debt to the bank already, guys. Oh my god. That's why we gotta really grind out the contracts. I'm just kind of curious before we go anywhere. Oh, yeah, we're gonna sell this off for money. That's more than enough funds. More than enough. More than enough money. Okay. Let's go pick some straw. Still. So far I've rolled the field without it being seeded, planted. I've drove down over the hill twice, and now we're gonna wipe out because the steering is so we're just having a dandy good old day today on this map. Right, my day's gone. Do I dare even jump into high racing and run some laps? Would be the next question. Yeah, here we go. Why is it doing this all of a sudden? Oh, because my wheel is pulling to the right. Because my steering wheel is not centered. Yeah, I can play with the wheel too. I have a steering wheel with pedals. I can play with that too, but I don't because I'd have to change the settings in the PS ball. I'd have to change the settings. The wheel is set for 900 degrees. You don't need 900 degrees on this one, on the map. I can tone that down to like 180 or 360, you know. Just so when I do turn the wheel, I'm not cranking it forever, you see what I mean? I could try playing with it, but I'm not gonna. I mainly use it for iRacing. So empty some hops out. This is probably going to Outlaws, I can almost guarantee it. Until somebody figures out a limited mod breaker, or the limited, mod breaker mod. Yeah, we can only put so many crops on a map. Alright, let's see where this is going. I'll save, sip of coffee. Oh, it's going over to part food. No problem, but we still got some. Some good harvesting contacts, alright. Alright, so let's get this. And you know what? It might help if you lower the implement. Let's try that again. Alright, now we're picking up some straw. So once I get our field fixed, then we will bump the speed up. I wanted to bump up this episode, but my stupidity, mistake, is rolled the field before we seeded it. So that was my bad. My screw up, my bad. Well, it's being fixed. We'll just keep an eye on the planner. So once it's done, I want to jump up there and hook to the roller and get that field re-rolled. I think once we sleep the night, we'll have some silage to sell off too. But still trying to figure out what that other device is on my computer that don't have drivers, unless it's my... I don't know, because like I said, I haven't added anything to my laptop as a device. So I honestly do not know what it is. And I have no clue what it could be. 3 things hooked to this computer: steering wheel, Xbox controller, and my headset that I use on my head. Other than that, oh, here we go, we're gonna start lagging. Other than that, I don't know without asking the computer guy over in Roseville. Because I honestly do not know what it could be. So I'm lost. I can remove it, but the minute I shut my computer down and restart it, it shows back up. So there is something installed on my computer. I just don't have the right drivers. Now I went to Dell last night, and I do have critical stuff that needs to be updated. Why Windows hasn't updated it, I don't know. So I'm wondering, do I update directly from Dell and try not to fuck my computer up, or do I just, and I also look at it, the lag when I get the spike, it could just be the shaders trying to cache back in, because every once in a while I do delete the shader cache in the file, and they all have to regroup and cache back in on the map. So it could do that too. I only run at 60 frames per second, which is more than enough for this computer to run. But I get it. I know it's something on the computer because it ain't the game. Because I get it on 17, and 17. This should spin circles around 17 and run it with no problem. And it, and it don't. That's the problem. It lags there too. I had to lower the graphics on that one. So there's something fishy about my laptop. I just can't put my finger on it quite yet. I'll get it figured out one of these days, and I'll be like, oh, that's what it was, and I'll remember it. So I just got to figure out what this other device is so I can get the correct drivers installed. I did download that driver, but I installed it, but it didn't help. So I don't know what happened. I honestly do not know what happened. And just like I said, I gotta work tomorrow 6:30. Probably going to Jamestown. It's gonna be my guest for Noble's Farm again. I don't know if they actually need me up there. Probably one and done. Me and Jamie, one and done. They look at it like this. I'm looking at it. Doug's got 10. Jerry falls with 8.5. And then you got Bundy with 10. You got Katie with 10. You got Tim with 8.5 equal. That's 47 yards right there. Out of 90. So they'd have, each one would have to do 2 trips. Now, if you add me and Jamie in there, that's 20 yards. That puts them up to 67 out of 90. I doubt if Bruce is gone, but if you do add Bruce, that's another 8.5. That puts him up to 75.5. So one of us is going to go up. And honestly, I think it should be Gumby this time going. I've won all last week. Alright guys, we got to that time. Time to take some medicine. Just gotta call and get my prescription sent to Walgreens. We're done with Walmart. Yep. Because with Rite Aid closing up, Walmart took all Rite Aid customers. So every time we go there to get our medicine, we gotta wait in line over an hour. One of us does. Usually me waiting there to pick up our medicine while she goes and does our shopping. Cat food, cat litter, or stuff that we need from Walmart, like our flavors, all that good stuff. So, alright, so now what? I'm not driving all the way over there without a full load. So, so I want to look at something real quick. Because I'm missing some stuff from my DLCs. Or am I? Oh, I have the gold edition right here. I don't have it as a mod though. I will from Papa Smurf. But I'm happy with what I got. I also got the Colossal. I used to use this all the time. I thought this was a great little addition. So our next goal, we got fertilizer line going. I believe we saved the wheat, right? Yes, for seeds. We got a little bit of straw. We got tons of grass. We got a little bit of clover left. So, we're not going to need clover for a while. Well, once we get this field done, mixing station is still missing material. Is it missing anything? It's still making, but it's almost out of silage. So, but yeah, that's about all we can do. Still can't believe I did this. I'm kicking myself in the ass, guys. Trust me, I am. I'm beating myself up over that mistake. I never make mistakes like that. Hold on, guys. I gotta answer a text message. Alright, we're on our last swipe here. We'll get the roller going. And then we'll move on. Alright, video number 2 getting done. Still gotta make room somewhere. I need another closet. I'm gonna add on to our living room. Make it bigger. Dad's still playing out in fire. My wife asked me if she could just buy the batteries, and I said, "Yeah, you can. I can buy just the batteries. I bought them before." All right, got canola in the field. All right, let's get this re-rolled again. Let's try this again, guys. Try this again. Take 2. Alright. You're going on a worker. Take a couple more rows of straw. I don't think we're going to finish this contract this episode. We'll finish it up next episode. Alright. Noon in game time. Alright, so shut you off. Let's jump in this real quick. Oh, that was a quick response. That's why I'm wondering if it was just a computer incident. I want to keep this moving, so I'm going to go empty out the truck. Alright. It's not going to be a full load, but we can get rid of it. If I really come back. Oh my god, I'm having a hard time keeping up. Alright, that'll do. Alright. Take this up to Part Foods real quick. Gotta look at something again. Oh, that was a waste of 50 points. You're the one that asked me, you want to exchange numbers. I'm done with this site. I'm just going to move on to Adult Friend Finders. Find us somebody to play with. Yeah. Alright, up to Port Foods we go. We'll go around Dixie. I'll go around my stall. Left my blinker on. And oh, I guess we're gonna go a little off-road. Alright. It'd be nice to finish that contract this episode, but we're not gonna. And I'm not gonna go over my time limit. So, I hope everybody's enjoying this series. Please, like I said, please leave me a comment if you got any questions. And I got any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Join my Facebook group that I started. If you're into Farm Sim, or you want to post pictures of what you're doing, playing on. It doesn't have to be Farm Sim. It could be anything. I'll look at it and see if it's appropriate. I am going to start promoting the channel this winter. I gotta figure out how to do it, so I gotta dive into YouTube a little more. Figure out how to promote it. And get my channel out there to everybody on the internet. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know why it does this. I gotta figure it out one of these days. Every once in a while my Bluetooth will disconnect and I have to wait for it to reconnect. It only does it on my Xbox controller though, that's what's weird. I think I'm gonna buy another paddle when I get my mom's estate money. I spend 60 bucks on a decent one. I'm gonna upgrade it. Wife wanted to know if I was gonna upgrade my wheel. I said no. Don't need to really. Nothing wrong with the wheel I got. I gotta have seat time. That's the problem. I gotta really sit down and play around with the wheel and figure out the settings so that I feel comfortable there. Right now, they're okay right now, but I know I can make them better. You know, my problem is I just don't have the patience. I want to jump in and race, but I gotta take the time and get some seat time in the cars. And I'm gonna start with the USAC Midget. The only thing I probably will never run, I own the cars, is the USAC sprint cars, the non-wing sprint cars. They're a little more difficult to drive than any of the other cars. Next to him? Who's that? Next to him? Oh, we're up. Okay, we're up a little bit further. Okay. So, but I'm gonna take the time and get some seat time and play around with setups and all that because I need to get off. Really need to get going on it and get caught back up to everybody. Alright, let's pick up a little more strong. Oh, my health I lower it. Actually, we're gonna finish this row and then we're gonna jump back up to the farm. We're an hour in, guys. So we're getting some work done. We're getting there slowly but surely. We're grinding it out. That's all we can do. Grind out the work. Yeah, we're just gonna let these vehicles go. Let's shut you off. Alright, I'm an hour in. I'm gonna call the episode here. I am Farmer Brian. Please smash that like and subscribe button on your way out. You guys have an awesome day.